everyone. Today we are going to see how to create shapes and convert it into a path where we can do basic operations with those paths with the help of Inkscape. Let's start the new object creation. I'll go ahead and create a circle. Press Ctrl to make it look even. So let's change the color to white, and I'm going to duplicate this. So in order to duplicate, you can either go right click and duplicate, or Ctrl plus D. So once a duplicate has been created, let's move it to the right. Press Ctrl to move it evenly. To differentiate between these two objects, let's change the color of the second circle to blue. Now we have two circles. Let's zoom a little bit in. Okay, that should be fine. Fine. So once the objects are created, press Ctrl, click on both the circles, go to Path, Object to Path. Now we have converted these objects to path. Click on the Select tool or press S, go to Path. Now we have selected both these images or circles. First we will see what this union does. Clicking on Union will join both these objects together. In this case, whichever is in the bottom will take the priority, and it will fill both the objects with the same color. So Ctrl Z, you see that white object is in the bottom and the blue one is in the top. So when we selected both these things and when we give union, it just combined both the objects together and filled the entire object with white. White was the color which the bottom one had. Fine. Ctrl Z. Okay, what about the next one? We have difference. What is this difference does? Now select both these objects. Press Shift, click on the next one to combine both the selections. Go to Path, Difference. So as you can see, the right object blue one got disappeared and the left image portion intersection path was deleted, and that is what it does. The object which was on the path on the top of the image actually deleted the portion which was on the bottom one. So Ctrl Z, as you can see, blue one is on the top and white was on the bottom. So when we selected both the images and gave difference, it just deleted that section and that image went off. The remaining was the left out portion of the white one, which was the bottom image. Okay, Ctrl Z. Let's give another example now. Like we can draw a rectangle, and I just want to delete the top end portion of this circle. So what we can do, we can just select both these images. As white is in the bottom, so this portion will be deleted and the remaining will stay. So click on Path, Difference, and as you can see, the top end portion of this image has been deleted. Okay, fine. So we will delete this part. We have something called as intersection. What will intersection do? Clicking on it, you will see the intersection portion of these two images has been selected and the remaining portion has been deleted. So in this way, if we want to create any object in a shape where the intersection has to remain and the remaining has to be deleted, then we can go with this intersection option and it will just delete the remaining portion and only the intersecting portion will remain. Fine. Ctrl Z. Next, we will go ahead with exclusion. What does exclusion do? path exclusion. Now it is vice versa. Vice versa in the sense the intersection portion was deleted, and also you can notice the right image got merged with the left image, or to be more precise, the top image got merged with the bottom image, and the color was filled with the bottom image. So what was underneath, or what was the base, actually took the priority, and everything on top of it had just merged with that image, and we have a single object now. So this is what exclusion does. Control Z. Now what is the next one we have? This is called as division. This is something very important which we might use in different stages in our project, where we want to cut a particular portion of an image, and we don't want that particular portion to be there, or we want to cut and move those objects to a different place. So this division will help us to achieve that one. So again, shift, click on both the images, go to path, division. So as you can see, now there are two selection boxes, one this portion and another one another portion. What is a small box or selection? If you zoom in and if you can see, there's a small line, highlighted line marked here. So this is nothing but the cut portion on the base image by the one of the top. So we had a blue image here. The outline of the blue image was taken as a reference, and that intersecting portion was actually cut by that image. So how to identify whether the image was cut? Just click on the selection, somewhere else, click on this image, and you can see that portion can be moved now, or if you want you can also delete that portion. So this is what difference does. Fine. So we will see what is the next option which we have in the path section. So that is called as the cut path. In order to demonstrate this cut path, we need to have an outline for the images. So what we will do, click on both the images. We are going to add a border, so press shift and choose any color, and you will see a border will be created for the image. So if you don't want the border, just click on this with pressing shift, and it will remove the border. Again, if you want to add any color to the border, just click on shift, choose any color you want, preferred color you want from this color palette. I am going to choose black for this example. Now the image has a border, so this will help us to understand what actually this cut path will do. So clicking on cut path, you will see similar kind of action which was performed last time, but in this case the color has been disabled. Only we see the outline of the image. So there are two sections similar to the operation which we did before using division, but point is this one will just cut the outline and not the image. The image will be removed, only the path or the outline will be taken as a reference, and that portion will be cut. So you can move that portion away, like as we did with the division portion. So if you want, you can add it back with a note, or if you don't want, you can just go ahead and delete it. Fine. Control Z. Now we will go back to the image which we had. Fine. Next one is combine. Combine is a reverse of union. As we discussed in union, we told whatever was in the bottom or the base will take the reference, and it will just combine both the objects and fill the objects with the color of the base. So this was union, and combine is the vice versa. whichever is on the top will be taken as a reference, and it will just fill and combine all the objects which are beneath that. So it works similar to union, but the thing is which object lies on top and which object lies on bottom matters. So we can either work on this, or there is an alternate way of doing it. Now if you want white to be filled, so we can just go ahead and click on union, or bring this object to top, then do the selection and click on combine. So as I said, the position of the image matters. Which one is on top, which one is on bottom, which is taken as a reference. Based on that, the union or the combine option will work. So it depends on how and what you are working on and which option you need to choose. So once the object is chosen or it's combined, we can break apart those things with the help of break apart. So as you can see, the images which were joined together previously are now split into different, and you can just move it across. Fine. So these are the basic operations which we can do with path. So we can create any object into a path, and we can work on similar kind of operations on them. So have fun, create your own, and share your thoughts. Thank you.